Welcome to another episode of The Wrestling Bar with your host, The Funk, and your host, P. Coda. What's up, Phil?
Hey, what's going on, man? I'm excited for this weekend.
It's a good weekend. It is a good
Yes.
weekend, yes. And before we forget, please, if you're listening to us, like, subscribe, comment, share. We're looking forward to hear from you. This weekend, what's going on this weekend?
This weekend is TNA Slammiversary 2025.
2025 Slammiversary,
Yes.
the first Slammiversary with this WWE partnership,
Yes.
and it's gonna be in the USB Arena in New York.
Yes.
The building seats 17 to 19,000 people, but but they have, I think, a setup for like 6,000,
Right.
which I've heard is almost sold out.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. So that's the big news, right? I think it's the biggest ticket distribution in their US history. Yeah, I think they've done maybe bigger numbers in the UK. They were very successful back in the day in the UK, the
Right. Right.
tours there. But in the US, right, it's biggest ticket distribution. So a big win for TNA. Hoping everything goes well. I'm a big time or long time TNA fan. I started watching them in 2002 when
Wow.
they started because after WWF purchased WCW World Championship Wrestling,
Right.
WCW left a big void, right, of not having an alternative to WWF.
Right.
And TNA, Jeff Jarrett specifically, and his father Jerry Jarrett, they saw this opportunity, right? Jeff Jarrett didn't have a job in WWF because
Right.
he betrayed Vince McMahon, right, to go to WCW. And I remember today still when Vince was walking down the ramp and he said, "Double J, you're fired." And he wasn't even in the company. So he just did that on TV.
Right.
And Jeff, the Jarretts being a big, Nashville area, Tennessee area, Mid South area, wrestling family, they saw the opportunity and they created TNA,
So
and
amazing.
they had a pay-per-view system, weekly pay-per-view. You pay $9.99, which is a lot of money, especially back then, to
Right.
watch. I think it was an 1 hour, two
It
hour
was.
TNA show, right? Which was again total non-stop action. That was the way to sell them, and they did have a lot of WCW guys, right? That
Correct.
that were not picked up by WWF at the time,
Yes.
and they had the X division. They created the X division, a different style of wrestling, more high pace, something new, something fresh, and they really put a lot of investment and effort behind that. And I remember they went to Fox Sports Net, FSN, like
Right.
for 1 year. That's when Impact Wrestling was created. And I think it was 1 year they didn't renew, and then they went to Spike TV, and boom, right?
Boom.
TNA was huge. I remember
Boom.
watching Impact, and then right after watching, I think, the Ultimate Fighter, UFC. So it was all, together. I love Spike TV Network. That channel, the theme, man base and all
Right.
that, sports and women and all that. I love that channel, that network, and they were there for a couple of years, and then everything started to cripple down. Right? They went to
Right.
I can't remember if Destination America or UPN or some other networks, My TV network, something like
Yeah.
that. They went to different networks, and it was harder and harder to see them until I think Anthem bought them. Anthem
Right.
Sports, Canadian company. Oh, by the way, they were under Dixie Carter in that time.
Right.
Dixie bought the
Yeah.
the company from Jeff Jarrett, and then she brought Vince Russo, and that crap everything up. And then Hogan and Bischoff came in and they did some Monday Night Wars, and that yielded the highest ratings they ever saw.
Yes.
I think it was like 2.2 million viewers on a Monday night. But after they lost Hogan and all of that happened, they lost the network deal, and to me they kind of disappear. I kind of tried to watch them. I remember Drew McIntyre being there for some time, or Drew Galloway.
Yes. Yes.
LA Knight, which was what's his name, Sean Ricker.
Yes.
Yeah. So I saw some of it, but it started phasing out. And then you also had like Ring of Honor, kind of an alternative.
Right.
So yeah, they lost a lot of steam, right? And they were in Access TV. They're still in Access TV.
Yes,
and
they are.
TNA Plus, which Access TV and TNA Plus are Anthem Sports assets, right? So they are just within their own network. But a year ago or so, they started this partnership with WWE, mainly NXT superstars.
Right.
Trick Williams won the TNA World Heavyweight Championship,
Yes.
and they have some crossovers, right, of NXT superstars to TNA Impact and TNA wrestlers to NXT. I think. What do you think about that partnership?
I think the partnership is, like you said, it's 6,000 people that are in a stadium, right? This is a lot of seats for a TNA event. This is really a lot of visibility. We're talking about it here on the Wrestling Bar, right?
Yes.
We're excited about it as
Yes.
wrestling fans. We were talking about this particular venue and Slammiversary, I think months ago on our podcast, just in anticipation of what the card would look like and maybe who would show up.
Yep.
So I'm excited about the partnership.
We were thinking Joe Hendry, which was a champion, versus
Yes.
John Cena.
Yes.
And because initially, when I saw, okay, this place fits 17,000, 19,000 people, how in the world are they going to fill the arena? We did talk about that here in the
Right.
podcast. And the only way is if they have John Cena go for the TNA title. Like, that's the only way.
But I like the partnership. I think that it's a little too much on TNA. I mean, I'm sorry, on NXT at times. But I do like the fact that they're bringing in more. You're giving me more. You're showcasing your talent on a different network. I want to see the partnership continue. I mean, we're going to continue to get those moments, those viral moments from this roster. I think in the ring, I truly believe that the talent in TNA are truly remarkable. Not every superstar.
I'm about to talk about that.
But for the most part, in the ring, I can't say that most of them are shabby. I really do appreciate what they do in the ring. Now, promo wise, that's another discussion.
There's some bad apples that
Right.
we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
Right. But I'm excited, and one of the things that we didn't really talk about, but I want to really, really talk about is you can't mention TNA without talking about, I truly believe, one of their hidden gems. I mean, their gem, AJ Styles.
Oh, absolutely. AJ Styles is the best thing that TNA ever did. And they did have good stars. They created good stars like,
Right.
You could argue Monty Brown, even though he didn't,
Right.
Make it big in WWE. He went to WWE as Marcus Corban, and he was there
Right.
for a cup of tea. Monty Brown, Bobby Roode, glorious Bobby Roode, which
Right.
he was successful in NXT,
Correct.
and then kind of got lost in the shuffle. Won tag team titles, I think, with Dolph Ziggler in SmackDown or Raw.
He did.
And now he's a producer for
Correct.
WWE. James Storm, he was a great star in TNA with a
Yep.
lot of potential. He was in NXT like for one show.
Right.
And then I don't know what happened, that he never came back. And they had, again, some at times, right? Again, they were the WWF, WWE alternative. They had Kevin Nash and Sting,
Right.
and Booker T in the main event Mafia, right?
Yes.
And Scott Steiner, he's
Give it
one
to
of
me.
his best promos
Best
ever
promos.
was on
Yes,
TNA,
TNA.
right? So his
Yeah.
math promo, and they had Rhino and Christian Cage and the Hardy Boys, and
Right.
they've had a Bully Ray, and as we mentioned, Hogan and Bischoff. They
And
had
Ric
some
Flair.
Ric Flair, right? Sometime that he had a lot to work with AJ Styles
Right.
at some point. So they had these stars going through, and in the later years when they were not in Spike TV, they were less popular. They had LA Knight, they had Drew
Right.
McIntyre, and they created EC3, which again could have been great in WWE, but didn't pan out too much.
Right.
And they had Naomi as the Knockouts champion for some time there after she left
Yeah.
WWE. Now she's champion again. So
Right.
they've been a great like boot camp, if you will, for
Right.
many WWE superstars, and they have created a lot of WWE superstars. Like Joaquin Wilde,
Yeah.
he started there. So yeah, I love the contribution
Exactly.
of TNA. I do think that nowadays they have some very talented stars.
Yes.
Jordan Grace just recently came from there in NXT, and she's great in the ring. Maybe not so much in the microphone, but I like
Right.
the work she's been doing lately. Joe
Right.
Hendry, did we just mention his name?
Exactly. Please appear on the. Please,
Please.
please
Uh,
appear.
yeah, he might show up in the wrestling bar here
Yes.
soon. Mike Santana has been going to NXT, and there's these talents that are coming up, right? The Hardys
Right.
are there. Dolph
Yes.
Ziggler is there. Zack Ryder, Indy Hartwell, people that have left WWE recently. The
Right.
Iconics, right? The Iconics are there. Elias, come on, Elias.
Yes.
He got injured, but recently, but
Yeah.
Elias, Mustafa Ali. So you got Dana Brooke, you got some WWE superstars that are there. I mean, they have Tessa Blanchard, which is
Tessa.
she's very controversial,
Controversial.
but we think she's a diamond,
She
right?
is.
She's a
Diamonds are
diamond.
forever.
Diamonds are forever, right?
Diamonds are forever.
But I do think they have a lot of talent that is not WWE quality.
Yeah, I can say that. I agree.
Yeah, yeah. And I might get some shit online
That's
for
fine.
saying that. But I do think that it hampers their quality of the shows, weekly shows.
Right.
I try to watch them on a weekly basis on
Okay.
TNA Plus. Thank you, Zach. I try to watch them, and I think that again the Tessas and the
Right.
WWE's alumni stars that they have there, it's hard to watch it when you have Top Flopper,
Ugh. AJ Francis,
AJ
that
Francis.
is over there. Yeah, we
I'm
don't like
sorry,
you.
no, no,
Mm-mm.
and it's not that you got heel heat, right?
Right.
It's that you got go away heat. Okay,
Right.
go away.
Go
I
away.
skip. I see him. I skip through it. I'm not interested because I know he's
Yeah.
not bringing anything entertaining to the table, right?
Right.
And especially if he wrestles,
Right.
you just skip through it. And unfortunately, whoever is with him, Casey, whatever, Navarro
Yes.
or whatever, he's getting that stink,
Right. Right.
that
Right.
smell, So I'm not
Pepe Le
liking him
Pew.
anymore.
Pepe
Yeah,
Le
yeah,
Pew.
yeah. So and they have some other talent like Jody Threat, which was
Right.
a women's tag team champion.
Right.
Again, she looks very indie.
Yeah.
Like Drew McIntyre would say, like trailer trash. I gotta say it. I mean, Drew just if Drew can
If
say
Drew
it,
said it,
if Drew
right.
said it, I can say it too.
Uh,
So they got the Rascals, which are good in the ring.
they are.
But image wise, especially Carter, he was called Carter
Right.
in NXT. Ah man.
Controversial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Fandango, JDC.
they got Fandango. He's good. They got Cor Hawkins, right? They
Yes.
got Cor
Yes.
Hawkins. But then they got Eddie Edwards and his wife,
Yeah.
which again gives you that in the
Right.
stink, in the smell, right? So that if TNA, if Carlos Silva or Tommy Dreamer or anyone
Right.
like that sees this, my advice as a fan, longtime fan, as I just mentioned, you got to get rid of the crap so you can
Right.
see the stars, right?
Right.
And it's hard, right? There's contracts, all that, but you gotta have an
Right.
exit plan
You
for all
do.
these guys because people, Saya Lee, right? People that actually are professionals that have been properly trained,
Correct.
that look the part, they
Right.
want to now be part of TNA as an alternative
Right.
to WWE. That's an opportunity you can't miss, right?
It is.
So
It
that's
is.
my advice.
Yeah.
The car Slammiversary
Yes.
main event match.
Trick Williams, Joe Hendry, Mike Santana.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Joe Hendry has done more for the TNA title in the past year to elevate that title to where it is today. And he did a perfect job of handing it over to Trick Williams.
Absolutely.
The
He
title
came
has been very
to
relevant.
he showed up at WrestleMania
Mania.
and he got RKO by the best in the business, Randy Orton, and that was a great moment, WrestleMania
It
moment.
was.
One of my favorite WrestleMania moments in 2 nights,
Yes.
right? Top 5. Top
Yes.
5. And it was
Yes.
with Joe Hendry.
Yes. That RKO was amazing.
Yep.
It was a rub.
Big time. What's your prediction here?
My prediction is Trick Williams takes the title.
I
He
agree.
retains. He
He
retains.
retains. He has to
He
retain.
retains. I like Joe Hendry being hungry, and I like Mike Santana being hungry.
Yes.
Hey
Yes.
guys, leave your your predictions in the comments, right?
Yeah.
Feel free, yeah. I truly believe that Trick is going to continue to elevate the title. I really like seeing him be in the TNA roster and work with them. We were always wondering what's going to happen to Trick Williams, right? Is he going to get the call? And how would he translate over to the main roster at WWE?
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a good pathway to continue to get there, stay relevant. We haven't had a person to become TNA champion, right? And be on WWE at the same time. This is very historic.
He's a pioneer. First guy to
Correct.
do it. First guy to do
So
it.
this is pretty awesome. I mean, the last time the TNA championship was defended and actually, transferred over was AEW when Kenny Omega lost to Christian Cage. So
Yes.
this is very significant. This puts him on the map. Like
Yes.
I like this.
Oh yes. It's good for them business wise.
Right.
It's giving them the exposure in the CW, which is a broadcast big ass network.
It is.
With NXT, is obviously working for them in all metrics. So I think they need to have more of it. Let it heat up more. Mike Santana, he's been pushed big time.
He is.
He's been winning every match he's had in the past months. He will be a great champion. I wouldn't be mad about that. But I think let it simmer more, right?
Slow and low.
Yeah. Maybe Joe Hendry gets pinned again, and Mike Santana starts a program, like stronger programming against Joe Hendry, like whatever. But I think Trick should retain. I think so. And AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, he's gonna be at Slammiversary. Now I think he's just gonna show up, hit his music, WWE music probably, and just show up, maybe say a couple words, or maybe he just shows up after this main event match and he challenges Trick Williams. But I would love to see a program between Trick Williams as champion and AJ Styles, maybe go to Bound for Glory, which probably in October, that would be the main event to me. And that would elevate TNA big time.
It would.
And that would elevate Trick Williams because he will get to work with AJ Styles.
And WWE.
And WWE, because AJ Styles by then he might be Intercontinental Champion too.
He could be.
So he will be a double champion if he beats Trick Williams.
Yeah.
at Bound for Glory. That will be my booking, right? To me, it would be straightforward, easy way to sell Bound for Glory, which
Right.
it hasn't been announced, but I imagine it's gonna be in a big
Oh,
arena as well.
I hope so. Yeah. That'd be literally phenomenal. Um,
Phenomenal, yes.
phenomenal. I hope he does more than just show up, though. I hope he does a little spot, or somebody comes out and tries to rain on his parade, and he just hits him with a phenomenal forearm or something. Just do something for the fans.
I will have him show up and have some words. Maybe he gets
Yeah,
inducted. Do they induct in Slammiversary or Bound for? I think they induct at Bound for
bound for
Glory.
glory, bound
Yeah,
for glory.
so maybe it's an announcement that he's gonna be inducted into the Hall of Fame for
That'd be
Bound
great.
for Glory. That would be great. But then at the end, after William retains, maybe he shows up again,
Mm.
and he's like, I want that title. That title meant the world to me. I want it back.
Or he announces his retirement run, right? Like,
Mm.
this would be a nice way to send him off the way he wants to. He had talked about, extending his contract and how long and things, and he wants to, do it. But what a way, right? I mean, we get
Yeah,
to
yeah.
witness that,
The only
you know,
reason I wouldn't want him to do retirement right now is because John Cena is doing that. I would want that retirement tour from John Cena to
separate.
be over with, and then come the next one. But yeah, it could be that. It could be that as well. Women's knockouts, title match,
Unification is
unification,
title
brother.
versus title.
That's huge,
Big deal.
big deal.
Masha Slamovich and JC Jane. Now, they've got your girl Xia Li back there.
But Masha is a champion.
Masha is the champ.
I'm sorry. She
Uh,
has indie wrestling, and I'm not talking about indie hard world, with all
no,
due respect, but she got that GCW
right.
garbage wrestling
Yeah.
all over herself. I don't see what they see on Masha. I've
No.
seen her matches. I'm not impressed. She can
Now,
talk in the microphone. I don't see it. I don't see it.
I have an asterisk on this one because I think like she's kind of the Pepe Le Pew, if you will. I love Killer Kelly.
Killer Kelly's great.
Okay. So Killer Kelly, this is not a shot at you or anything. This is about Masha. I'm not a fan.
No,
Like you said, for the
no.
same reasons. I just don't think that your style coincides well with, WWE at all. JC Jane, we talked about JC. I'm on the fence with JC.
She's not the best ever.
She can't. I just want her to learn how to handle herself. I can't see you going against Charlotte without like a fatal attraction. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I need you to be able to do that. If she wins this title, and that's why my pick is for JC Jane, because she's the young upstart. She needs to go over in this moment. This is the moment. If you stay with me, if I keep you, you're gonna have to go over.
Yes.
If she doesn't go over on tomorrow night, she's on my fire list. And I get you're the champion. You can't
Yeah.
handle your own. You
Yeah.
can't handle Masha Slamovich.
Yeah, she needs to go over.
I think she is.
JC Jane may never be. I mean, no one can be Charlotte level, but might never be WrestleMania main event material. Maybe she can, but she's WWE quality, right?
She is.
She's been
She
NXT
is.
many years. Masha is not. It's a whole different level.
Right.
And that's what maybe TNA fans that like these wrestlers don't see or can't see. But it's a whole different level.
Right. I think they can see it. I mean, most TNA fans, let's be real.
Yeah, yeah.
They,
I mean, some people
they,
will be
they
like, "Oh,
peak. They
Masha's the
peak.
best wrestler in the world. Why are you criticizing her?" We'll get that.
Nah, 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 nah. Now, if this was Killer Kelly, this would be a completely different story.
This,
I think JC would like get her ass handed to her. That's just
yeah,
he.
yeah.
But this is Masha Slamovich.
Killer Kelly, Tessa Blanchard,
Yeah.
I mean, there's other talent in there
Right.
that Saya Lee, could be
Yeah.
a good. So yeah,
Indy Hartwell.
yeah, they dropped the
Okay.
ball there.
They really did.
Yep.
Um, I'm looking at this tag match, TNA World Tag Team Championships, the Brascals, the Nemeths, Hardys, and First Class.
And then
Um,
you screw it up.
and then you screwed it up.
Yes.
But that's okay because it's a reaction, and that's what now we talk about the charisma and the reaction. They don't really have a lot of that
Yeah, yeah,
in their in the roster. So
yeah,
you know
yeah.
what? If you want to start doing that to just give me a little reaction, to give me like a ugh, okay,
hmm
I get it. We know First Class ain't winning. Um,
Yeah, but
I'm
I would have loved to see just the Nemets, the Ziglers, I call them,
yeah.
the Hardys, and okay, the Rascals. They
Oh yeah.
can they can in ladder match. It's gonna be a ladder match. They
Yes.
can do some
Ladders.
spots, right?
Right.
So I would have loved that three-way tag team
Yep.
match.
Yep.
First class, it's low class, it's poor class, back of the bus. They are not first class at all. So
No.
no,
Um, how am I gonna
they,
call this one?
yeah. What do you think?
Hardys. Classic. Just give it to me.
I think
Hardys.
I think I think the Ziglers are gonna
The
win it.
Ziggler's, they're gonna win it?
Yeah, they took the titles from the Hardys
Yeah, they did.
not so long ago, a couple months ago, I think.
Yeah.
And I would love to see a tour of the Hardys, retirement tour, if you will, last run in WWE. So if they're the tag team champions, it's harder to do it.
Yeah. No,
But
they came to NXT a couple months ago and they just started doing their thing.
yeah,
Um, but I love the Hardys.
yeah,
You know, so
that's probably
I'm biased.
my favorite tag team of all time,
Yeah.
Hardys. The Road Warriors and Hardys to me
Uh,
is they are the best ones. But
man.
so yeah, but I'll be happy with the Hardys winning it too, as long as
Yeah.
it's not the Rascals or First Class.
Right.
I'm okay. I'm okay with
Right,
that.
right, 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 right. The
X Division,
Nemeths, they get respect.
yeah,
Um, X
X Division.
Division, Moose and Leon Slater.
Moose,
Moose.
Moose, Moose.
I mean, we're talking about Falcons.
Do
Atlanta
you know?
Falcons season's
Do
coming
you
back.
know? Do you know who Leon Slater is?
Leon Slater, he looks familiar. I haven't seen a lot of his matches, I'll be honest.
So he is athletic.
Okay.
He is young.
Okay.
He's bouncy.
Nope. Nope.
To me, again, is these qualities that a WWE or superstar needs to have, right? And I'm sorry, Leon Slater, he's
Yeah.
being pushed. He's being held by the Hardys a lot.
Okay.
That's how he got to this spot.
I have seen those matches then. Yes, I was not impressed.
Yeah, no, no.
Mm-mm. Nope.
He doesn't look like a superstar, and I'm sorry, I don't think he's gonna get there. He can be a jobber, he can be mid card,
Yeah.
kind of, to enhancement talent to push
Yeah.
others because he can wrestle, right? He can wrestle,
Right.
but he's not someone that, hey, I'm gonna buy a T-shirt
No.
for. He's not someone that I think is gonna draw much ever, right?
Okay.
Moose on the other
It's
side
Moose.
is Moose,
It's
right?
Moose.
And this guy, he stayed in TNA for whatever reason, but he's WWE quality or
He
AEW
is
quality. I don't want to be biased, right? He is good, right? So
really good.
I think Leon Slater might win because
Mhm.
of all this, history or storyline with the Hardys.
Okay.
And Moose has had this title for the longest
He
time,
has.
and he's not even cruiserweight, which X Division used to be kind of cruiserweight,
Yes.
right?
Those contrary.
Until Samoa Joe won it, or Abyss, so I can't remember which one.
Yeah.
But it will go back to more fast-paced
Okay.
matches, right? And Moose doesn't need the X Division Championship.
No.
But my preference would be for Moose to keep it. That would be, if I was booking this, I would keep it on Moose.
Yeah.
We got Tessa Blanchard versus
Okay.
Indie Wrestling Hardware.
Oh, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. I mean, we know Tessa can do whatever she wants and can win really whatever she wants. Um, I want Indy to go over though, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
say Indy
yeah.
just
I would
because
love, I would
I
love
love Indy to
Indy.
go over.
She needs to
She's
win
go,
to get
she's
better.
go
You
over.
know.
She's go over.
Yeah, yeah.
She's young. She's go over.
But it could go either way.
But Tessa, you can do whatever you want whenever you want. Like nobody cares. Like
Yeah.
you could be. Really should be champ.
Yep, yep. And she got Alicia Fox by her side. So, I
Yeah.
mean, worst case scenario, I wouldn't mind Alicia Fox kind of grabbing indie wrestling's food and then Tessa getting over.
Yeah. Yeah.
This could
Yeah.
go either way. This
Yeah.
could go either way.
I love Alicia Fox. She's
Yeah.
great.
We got Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali.
Ali, man. Ali,
All the
brother.
way. All
All
the
the way,
way.
man.
All the way.
He's done a 180. I like since being released. I truly see the personality. He's always been a tremendous athlete, but
Yeah.
I see the personality really coming out, and he's just shining. I mean, Cedric, you're a great wrestler. Don't get me wrong. Former cruiserweight champ over in
Her
WWE.
business.
Hurt Business tag
Yep.
team champ. But you don't have mic skills. But Ali, you've stepped up, so I'm gonna give
Yep.
you to you.
Yep. Then we got Dark State, which is an NXT faction
Yeah.
or stable, versus Matt Cardona, which is Zack Ryder,
Yes.
Eddie Edwards, Bomb Eddie Edwards,
Yes.
Brian Myers, which used to be called Kurt Hawkins and was
Right.
Zack Ryder's tag team partner in WWE, and
Right.
JDC, which is Fandango. Da-na-na-na-na.
Oh
that,
man.
yeah, the system, and Zack Ryder.
Yeah, I gotta give it to the TNA group. They need a win. This is their
Yeah,
Slammiversary.
yeah, yeah.
They're the
Especially,
vets.
especially if Trick Williams is retaining and JC Jane is winning the Knockouts
Yeah.
title, they should get this win.
Yeah, they should have some wins.
And
Elegance Brand versus the Inspiration.
that's gonna be in the count out and
Yeah.
countdown to
Okay,
Slammiversary
countdown, yeah.
pre-show, which I don't agree with.
Right.
I would have put the System versus Dark State on the countdown, or Cedric. I don't know. Mustafa is really good, so maybe it
Yeah.
makes sense. I don't know, but or I wouldn't have put any match on the countdown and just do a pre-show. But the Iconics, the Inspiration. I mean, that's must see, right?
It is must see.
And it's
Very
must
much
see,
must see.
maybe cringe a little bit because we want to see how good they're wrestling, right? As well.
Yeah.
I don't know if they had an Impact match yet. I don't think they have. Maybe I missed it, but I think this might be
I
their
hadn't seen
debut
it.
match coming back.
I hadn't seen their tag match since
Yeah,
they come
yeah.
back. So
And then Elegance brand is Dana Brooke,
yeah.
Ash by Elegance, which I
Yep.
I always like. And then she got a tag team partner that is not up to the level, which
No.
is whatever her name is, Ashley or whatever, I can't remember. By
It's
Elegance,
yeah.
but I don't know her name.
M by Elegance.
No, it's the
Yeah.
other one. There's another
It's-
one.
Okay.
Yeah, M is the tall one, which I don't
Oh,
think
okay.
she has wrestled. And then the other one is this very Heather by Elegance.
Yeah.
She's
No.
not good. She's not good.
Mm-mm.
She's not gonna amount to much. I'm sorry. I mean, that's my opinion.
Yeah.
She's not gonna amount to much, and she's dragging Dana Brooke down. I think she should be that whole group. She should be alone by doing her thing as a singles.
Right.
She shouldn't be with that group.
Yeah. Jake something, Steve Macklin, and Mance Warner
Oh,
versus Real One, Zilla Fatu and Josh Bishop.
is that a real match? Because I knew that
It's a countdown.
real one, Enzo
Yeah.
Amore, was gonna be in the show, and I heard that he was bringing Sila Fatu, but I
Yeah.
didn't know that they were gonna have a match.
Yeah, I'm on the TNA website and just
Oh, nice, nice.
so come to NXT, please.
Yes,
Please.
absolutely.
Just
Enzo
do
Amore can talk.
you can.
I think it'll be fun in the ring too.
Right,
Especially
right.
he gets his head in the bottom rope.
Yeah. But Zilla,
Um,
I'm really more interested in
Zilla.
Zilla Fatu.
yes,
That's why I said come.
yes.
Uh
I don't know who the
Zilla.
other guy is. Bishop.
Yeah, I'm not
whatever.
sure yet now.
Yeah.
But Zilla Fatu, yo, come on.
Bloodline.
Bloodline. Like legit bloodline. No offense, not a Filipino bloodline.
Oh, oh, JC
That's like a
Mattel,
jab, JC.
Matanza.
I mean, this is Umaga's son, like legit.
Yeah,
We gotta see him. So come on
yeah,
over.
yeah.
You know,
On the other side, who's on the other side? Steve Macklin.
yeah, Steve Macklin, Jake something, and Mance Warner.
I like those guys, especially Steve
Yeah,
Macklin, which used to be
yeah,
called Steve Cutler in NXT.
yes,
He was one of the Forgotten Sons.
yes,
Yes, yes, and I like Jake something. He
yep,
got a big body. You know, he looks like
right, right.
he looks like something. How about that? Mance Marner, he's the one with Persia Pirota or whatever
Okay,
her name's now. He's kind of hardcore. He's
okay,
coming from GCW, so that's not good for him.
no,
But if he rolls with this hardcore, you know, there's few guys nowadays with the hardcore gimmick. He's a big guy, so he looks threatening. So I'm gonna give him a pass.
yeah. So
Man, excited!
I'm excited.
Slammiversary this Sunday at the USB Arena. Start time is at what, 8 p.m. Eastern
8
time?
p.m.
8 p.m.
Yes.
Eastern time. Go to TNAWrestling.com and buy that pay-per-view. It's $40 if you're not a TNA Plus subscriber. I have no idea how much it is if you're a TNA Plus subscriber,
Uh,
but give TNA a chance.